Hello, hello. How is it going? Wait, it's my first time trying this feature, so I'm not so sure how this all works. Push out, live chat, all messages are visible. Okay, here we go. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm just getting now to see some of your names on the screen. It took a little bit of there's a little bit of the delay. How is it going? I feel like it's been forever since I last went live here on YouTube. I almost forgot about this feature, but I decided to give it a try because YouTube just released this new way to, go live vertically, so you get to connect with people, almost like a TikTok feature type of thing. So I said, why not? Let's give it a try. By the way, can you guys hear me properly? Because I just put on my headphones, so just making sure that we're actually okay. So please do let me know if you can hear me properly. Hola, Jasmine. Hola, Luis. ¿Qué más? Watching from Colombia. Un besote enorme para toda la gente linda de Colombia. I'm just chilling here, trying this new feature on YouTube, trying a couple of things. Okay, so Marcy is saying, hi Luis, what a fun surprise. Yes, you are coming through loud and clear. Thank you so much, Marcy. I'm so excited. I feel like it's been ages since I went live, and I honestly miss this. Sometimes I want to go live and then I think about the time. Are people at work or are people sleeping already? And I never really find the perfect timing. But tonight I was just like, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll just go live, and whoever is up can join and whoever isn't can rewatch later, so it's okay. Hi Dora. Hi, hello Louis. Are you still in the Philippines or back now in Canada? I am in the Philippines at the moment. I've been here for the better part of the last 2 years, and I honestly love it here. I just came back from Cebu though. I was in Cebu for a couple of couple of days for Maria Gigante's homecoming. So I was there with her organization, her team, the people of Universal Woman, and it was a crazy adventure. So, so, so nice. I fell in love with Cebu. But yeah, right now I'm back home in Manila. Um, Bob is saying, hi Luis, good evening. Nice to see you're live. Are you still in the Philippines? Yes. Everyone's wondering if I'm still in the Philippines. I actually am in the Philippines. I probably will go back to Canada later this year to visit friends and family, maybe around August after pageant season. I also would like to perhaps go to Cuba to visit my mom because it's been a couple of years since I went to Cuba. So I kind of miss, being there and seeing my mom. But yeah, I think Philippines is home for now, at least for now, right? In the near future. Oh, Jasmine. Jasmine is saying, but I am a Filipina. Lol. Besos. Jasmine, tell me, how is it being a Filipina living in Colombia? Since I'm a Latino living in the Philippines, how is your experience being on the other end, the opposite end of things? Constant viewer says, hola Luis. Mariska, hello Luis, good evening. Thank you for staying in the Philippines. Stay safe. Thank you. I mean, I should be the one thanking you guys for welcoming me in the Philippines. I feel so good here. I feel at home. People are so kind. There's always something going on. I feel like ever since I came to the Philippines, I've been able to grow exponentially, not just, on social media, but also on my career, the opportunities that I've had. So I'm so eternally grateful to the Philippines for everything that the country and that you guys have done for me as well. All think politics. Ahi here. Hello from Lebanon. Hello, my friend. I hope to see you soon. I miss you already. Okay, can you tolerate the super summer hot madness of the Philippines? I think I deal with it pretty well because, I mean, to be honest, since I'm born in Cuba, like I'm a tropical boy, right? I was born on a tropical island, so the warmth and the heat is nothing new to me per se. Maybe I lost a little bit of the habit when I was living in Canada for a couple of years, because Canada, most of the time, at least half of the year, is pretty cold to say the least, right? Um, but most definitely, I think that I cope pretty well with the heat here in the Philippines. I'm not gonna brag and be like, yeah, no problem. Sometimes it's a little challenging. It's a bit difficult because it's pretty hot. But I think that, yeah, I just turn on the fan or the AC for a while and I get through it. So it's okay. All right. So, I have a feeling that very soon you will become a Filipino citizen. Well, I wouldn't be against that, but to be honest, citizenship in the Philippines is so difficult to obtain unless you are like married, or I don't know, you have like a huge property, or like you own like a big business or something. So it's pretty hard. I don't know what that looks like, but who knows? Maybe one day. Never say never. Yeah, Ken, you're so right. It's so hot in the Philippines. Super, super hot, but it's also super worth it. I don't know about you guys. Where are you guys watching me from? That's the first question I should ask you, because I feel like depending where you are watching me from might influence the perception that you have of the Philippines. But to me personally, the heat is just like something that you have to get used to, and then after that, it's fine. So, okay, so we do have a couple of questions. So let's see. Will you attend Miss Universe Philippines? Yes, I will be attending Miss Universe Philippines. I actually just have my ticket, so I'll be there. I'll be there. Um, I was also supposed to attend Miss International Queen Philippines, but I didn't know that it was yesterday. So basically, it took me by surprise. I was just coming back from Cebu and recovering from that trip, and then it's already Miss International Queen Philippines. But yes, for the nationals of Miss Universe Philippines, I have secured tickets. So if you're going, let me know, and maybe we can meet there for a selfie or just like a little exchange. Okay, Sergio is saying, Luis, just wanna ask you. I always saw you in the Universal Woman activities before and after the pageant. Just wondering, are you one of the organization staff member? Maybe. Okay, so my relationship with Universal Woman started a couple of weeks ago when I was invited to be one of the judges for the international pageant. So I was invited by Sir Alexander, who is one of my friends now. We had some interactions on social media before, but we never really met in person up until that point. So I was invited. I flew to Cambodia for Universal Women, and I was one of the judges. So I got to, meet the girls, bond with the people of the organization and everything. And as you guys saw, the outcome of the pageant was that Philippines ended up winning. At that point, after the victory of the Philippines, they had to organize the whole, homecoming in the Philippines and everything. So initially, I was approached as a translator because some of the members of the organization don't speak English so fluently. They do speak English, but sometimes they might just need a little assistance. And since homecoming has a lot of press conferences and interactions with the media, I was just there kind of like um, being like a spokesperson, I guess, and like facilitating the conversation for the members of the organization. And then because of that, I got invited to attend the homecoming of Maria in Cebu, which was like a couple of days. I was there for almost a week actually, and that was a lot of fun. As of right now, I guess that I am with the organization to some capacity. I'm not a staff member, but who knows, maybe in the future. Crossing fingers. Let's see. Okay. Michael Florendo is saying, Luis, Binibini Pilipinas is dying. MUPH is thriving. Binibini Pilipina needs to level up their production like Miss France and Miss Universe Thailand kind of production. They are rich. They are a conglomerate. They have them all. To be honest, I was actually thinking a little bit of the same thing recently because I attended the final screening for Binibini, and even compared to last year, I could notice a decline in the amount of people who showed up to meet the Binibinis and to support them in person. I'm talking about the fandom, right? I also noticed basically the conversation about Binibini on social media has decreased considerably, especially since I started covering like in the middle of the pandemic in 2020. You can tell that there is less hype when it comes to it. And lastly, when I've been posting content about Binibini, I also noticed that the engagement on those type of content is less than normal. I agree with you. Perhaps Binibini needs new crowns. They need like something fresh. They need more titles because as of right now, I think that it's more of a legacy pageant and not necessarily people will turn towards maybe like Miss Universe Philippines or the Miss Philippines or even Miss World Philippines for their pageant strategies. And Binibini is more for the prestige of joining Binibini, right? Unfortunately, as much as that I have a history with Grand, I think that something that was keeping Binibini afloat in terms of popularity and the fans tuning in, it was the Grand crown that they had. Because Grand, whether you like it or not, it's an entertainment pageant. It's basically pure entertainment. So they knew that the girls who were aiming for Grand will go there and perform, and they will give a show. Right now, with the crowns that they have, it's a different story. So I'm curious to see how Binibini will rebrand, how they will adapt. I'm sure that they will put on a great show, great production, but for as long as they don't secure more crowns, I think that they perhaps will still struggle for a little bit. But I don't know, man. I love Binibini, so I hope that they're able to get through it. Lemuel is asking, do you think who will snag the Binibini International this year based on your observation? Okay, so there's a couple of girls that I really noticed. What I noticed overall is like most of the Binibinis this year are really, really beautiful. Most of them are fresh faces, not girls who have competed before or, with some sort of pageant experience. But I see a few of them who could potentially go for Miss International. Based on the photos, I think it's hard to tell right now because there's actually a couple of them, but I think I'll make a separate video about that. I think I will also make a video about this conversation that we're having here about the death of Binibini and like how they can rebrand and how they can perhaps like save themselves from, not appealing to the general public anymore. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in and maybe we can make a video about it. Actually, you guys, just bear with me for a moment. I'm gonna send the link to this live on my Telegram group so that everyone who has some free time can join us as well. By the way, if you are not on the Telegram group, you have to join, okay? So you will find the link in the description of this live stream. So go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna send this and I'll be right back to answering your questions. Jasmine is saying Colombianos and Latinos es rico. Kidding aside, It's actually very good, very liberating. People here are also friendly and nice. Reminds me of home. I know, right? I mean, I always said this, Latinos have so much in common with the Filipinos. Um, and I feel like sometimes people don't really get it. But we actually do have a lot in common in terms of our values, our culture, our food. And that's exactly how I feel, Jasmine. When I'm here in the Philippines, I feel like I'm home, like I'm almost in Cuba. So I can definitely relate to the sentiment. Michael Florendo says, Luis, please have Tita Lavinia also in MUPH finals. Of course, if Tita wants to come, she is always most definitely welcome. I love Tita. Geraldo, hi Luis, watching you from Sacramento, California. Seems you are enjoying your stay in the Philippines. Have fun and be safe always. God bless. Thank you, Geraldo. God bless also. And yes, I'm having the time of my life here in the Philippines. What normally started as a 3 month thing, I was just supposed to be in the Philippines for 3 months, and now look at me, it's almost 2 years now. Can you believe it? Um, Ariel, who would have thought that the person like you who does not want a pageant before is now one of the fans of pageantry? Shout out Luis, God bless. Ariel, just based on your comment, I know for a fact that you're one of the early viewers of my channel from back in the day, because the first time that I reacted to a pageant video, I said something like, I don't know too much about pageants, and I think they're kind of bad or they kind of objectify women or something like that. So I'm just doing this because you guys requested it, but I don't necessarily support it. I had so many misconceptions about pageantry because I didn't grow up in a pageant country. Cuba, actually, this year Cuba is coming back to Miss Universe after 57 years. Just to tell you how far removed we are from pageants. So that's where I grew up. And then when I moved to Canada, pageants do exist in Canada, but they're not well seen by society. There's a lot of stigma around them, and people kind of associate them with objectification and just over sexualizing women, which pageantry, when done right, has nothing to do with that, right? So I went into that first video with a lot of that luggage, like that baggage, stigma on my shoulders. But the more that I got into it, the more that I realized that, you know what, pageants are nice. Pageants can be fun, and pageants can be inspiring, uplifting, and so many more things, right? Uh, 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 uh. Did you gain lots of friends as of now in the Philippines? More of LGBTQ or straight ladies? Which did you gain more? Um, I will say it's equal parts. I mean, I'm open to being friends with anyone when they approach me. I'm very approachable, I think. I don't necessarily pick a side like straights or, LGBTQ. I'm pretty much just open to anyone. I will admit though, I'm kind of an introvert in my own time. Like, I create content for social media, I put myself out there quite a lot. So I'm not necessarily the most outgoing person during my personal time. I really want to keep my energy, so I don't really have a huge group of like friends per se, but I do have a core group of friends, really good friends that I know that I can count on, that I can talk to. I also have friends abroad. Uh, so yeah, I'm very happy with my support system, I guess. Okay. Okay, did you have any other occupation besides covering pageantry? So I do a lot of things in the world of pageantry. Covering it is just one of them. So yes, I do a lot of other things besides just pageant vlogging. As you guys know, YouTube doesn't always pay the bills. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So you have to have a backup plan. CDO says, I asked that, Luis, because I'm afraid that your name and Miss Gigantes will be dragged and will create favoritism. Think. I will soon drag Universal Women Organization, a cooking show. You know how stories change. Okay, so CDO, one of the things when I first went to Universal Women, um, when Maria won initially, I did receive a couple of comments saying, "Of course she won. You were one of the judges," and da da da. But there's a couple of things. People have to realize that, first of all, when I'm judging, I'm giving a fair chance to everyone because I'm a pageant fan. I like ladies regardless of where they come from. So, and when you're there and you're seeing their efforts, what they're doing, you really try your best to be fair to everyone. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I was not the only judge. We were a panel of judges of at least seven, if I'm not mistaken. And in fairness, the final decision of who was going to win the pageant was not made up until the very, very, very last moment in the competition. It wasn't up until the last Q&A round. And at that point, the decision was pretty much unanimous. So it's like when people will say, oh, there is a bias, there is a cooking show, just because I have supported the Philippines in pageantry before, it doesn't mean that I'm going to automatically give it to whoever I think is competing for the Philippines. We actually listen to what the organization is looking for, and then we make a decision based on that, right? That's how it should be. Did you like or addicted to Philippines Halo Halo, and what Philippine coffee brand you love to drink? Okay, so I definitely love Halo Halo. It's one of my, I have this thing for ube that whenever I'm out, whenever I'm not following my diet, I would like to have anything ube. So usually I go for halo halo or ube ice cream. It's so flavorful. It's so different from anything that I tried elsewhere. Actually, I've only seen ube in the Philippines, not even in Canada. So whenever I can, I have it, especially in the halo halo. I love it so much. And the Philippines coffee brand, to be honest, I'm kind of a basic person in terms of coffee. I usually just have instant coffee like the Nescafe. Yeah, so I'm not so much of like a coffee mix drinker. Like they have like those little like bags that come with the, let's say, like the milk mix and the sugar all included. It's already just put the water and it's ready to go. No, I like my black coffee and then I add milk and sugar myself. Luis, Lebanon is waiting for you to visit. Oh my gosh, I'm dying to go to Lebanon. It's truly one of those places that I want to visit, I want to discover. I have so many friends from Lebanon. So who knows? Miss Lebanon, please send me an invitation for the pageant. Binibini just needs to level up their production like Miss Universe. Their production last year still cannot level with Miss Universe. It's not an international level of production like Miss France. To be honest, at this point, I think that the least of the concerns should be the production, because Binibini, even if they don't level up drastically, they still deliver a pretty consistent show, in terms of production. It's produced well enough for to be a national pageant. The concern here is that maybe the crowns right now are not bringing as much hype. I think that Miss International is still recovering after the pandemic and several years without holding a pageant. So the hype, the support is slowly but surely coming back, but it's not quite there. I feel like Miss Globe still needs to solidify more their identity. Like when I think of Miss Globe, there's no prototype of girl that comes to mind per se. So basically, when the girls are going to Binibini, they're branding themselves as a Miss International and hoping to get that crown. And then if not, then well, okay, let's go to Globe, type of thing. So there's no clear model or prototype for Binibini as of right now. That's why I think they need more crowns. Are you still in the Philippines? Yes, babe, I'm still here in Manila. Okay, Lemuel is asking, based on your own perspective, since Cuba is making an epic comeback after 6 decades of absence, who is the most well-deserved girl to make that epic entrance in Mexico that can guarantee into semis? Ooh, that's a very loaded question. Um, okay, so since there was the announcement of Miss Universe Cuba making a comeback, I've seen a lot of people pitching a lot of different girls who have competed in different pageants, girls who, have some history in modeling or influencers who could fit the mold. And to be honest, I've seen some of those girls really surprised me. Like some of them, I didn't even know who they were because not all of them are beauty queens. They come from different backgrounds, different industries. So I'm just hoping that it will be someone very deserving. I cannot say too much, but I know the national director. Um, I kind of have an idea of the plans that they have for the organization, and it should be very exciting. And I am crossing fingers so that maybe I can be involved in some sort of way, to some extent. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I don't want to give away too much because if I explain what my prototype is, that might influence. But I know they're gonna look for quality girls, and sometimes some of the girls that I've seen so far are really, really, really high caliber. So I'm not worried about Miss Universe Cuba. Mark Angelo, hi Luis, first time watching your live, listening while on work. Sending you a big kiss, Mark. Thank you for joining us. This is just like a very last minute, not really planned live stream. So I hope it's not too boring. I just decided to try this new feature because now you can go live on YouTube vertically, like TikTok or like Instagram. So I just decided, why not give it a try, right? Constant viewer, I think Miss World Philippines also needs to rebrand or at least change their game plan. Recently, they had to extend application submissions, not to mention PH not going into top 10, top 5 placement. Okay, so from what I've been able to see myself, because remember, I was in Cebu with the team of Universal Women, who is also the team of Miss World Philippines. I can see that they're planning something big for this year. There's a lot of exciting things coming up, and as a pageant fan, I mean, in my time covering pageants, I only experienced Miss World Philippines once. Imagine that. So I'm excited to see them making a comeback, really strong, putting a lot of work, a lot of effort, and I think they're really putting the focus on the thought process on what type of girls they want to get for the next Miss World. Because as you said, this year's non-placement was kind of a disappointment. So I promise you, they're trying their best to make a strong comeback. I can tell you firsthand because I've been with the team for the past few days. What are your thoughts that despite the recent controversial issues that surround Miss Universe organization and Kun An, that ironically more countries are suddenly now returning to Miss Universe, like some decades are absent? To be honest, I mean, let's not forget the business part of it. Miss Universe is also a business. So if these people in their countries see a potential for business and for growth and to make money and to hopefully, uplift the girls in the process, they will go for it. I think that right now, Miss Universe and Anne are being very strategic towards growth, especially financial growth for the competition. So of course they're going to be accepting more franchise holders. They're gonna try to expand. So this is really no surprise for me. Um, and in terms of the controversy, I hope that they're just gonna do better. They're gonna be more mindful of the strategies that they're using, the things that they're saying, because at the end of the day, to begin with, Miss Universe should be an empowerment platform. That should be the essence of it, the core of it, and whatever comes out of it, like merchandise, products, ticket sales, whatever it is, that should come second. Because if you don't have integrity, then you don't have a pageant, right? So we'll see, we'll see. But I think that, yeah, it's kind of expected that a lot of countries will join. What do you guys think? Let me know. Thank you so much, Sergio. You're so kind. Thank you. Jasmine says, claro que sí, Luis. Latinos and Filipinos have so much similarity, even the humor. Talaga? Talaga, right? People say like sometimes, Luis, you integrated, you assimilated the Filipino humor so well. No, this is our humor as well. This is how we joke around. Who is your favorite singer in the Philippines? Hi, Kay. My favorite singer in the Philippines. If I have to pick a solo singer, solo, I will say Morissette Amon. She was my original one, my first one, the first one that I fell in love with. And yeah, I think that she has remained there. Daniela is saying, Luis, I miss you doing reaction on singing. Did you watch Regine Velasquez live? How'd you like it? Okay, so first of all, I miss making reaction videos to singing so much as well. And there's a variety of reasons why I stopped doing reaction to music. First of all, it's basically because um, basically it's difficult to manage reactions for music because there's a lot of copyright. So sometimes I will take some time, I will film the video, react to it, edit it, plan everything to publish it, and then the video gets blocked just because of copyright. So that's a major problem because I was spending so much time and effort, and sometimes I wouldn't even be able to post the video that I worked on. Then there's also the aspect of monetization. So here on YouTube, as you know, content creators monetize, and basically that's how we make a living, right? But anything that is music related, you cannot really monetize. So for a while, I was contemplating, okay, so how can I keep doing this while at the same time I'm not really earning from it like at all, and I'm putting so much time into it. So it was just not really working. For a while, I contemplated doing like YouTube memberships or like a Patreon. But the thing is, like, I really don't like charging for stuff. When you guys come to my channel and you watch my videos, you know that there are ads and that I get paid for those. But you're not paying money out of pocket. You're just watching the ads and supporting the channel that way. I really don't like charging people, because I mean, people can use the money for better things, but at the same time, that creates an expectation, and sometimes, with changes here and there, the expectation can be met or not. So yeah, that's why I kind of took a step back on reacting to music videos. The copyright was getting crazy, and yeah, I had to make a decision that made sense financially as well, because since I moved to the Philippines, I was doing content creation and everything like professionally. So that seemed more of a passion project at that point when it comes to reaction. But I love reacting to music videos. I still watch the music videos on my own. I still listen to the music. I support the artist on my own time. But yeah. Thank you for watching since back then though. My god, so many questions. I have to keep up. Wait, where am I? Mercy is saying, love the YouTube live, Luis. Fun break here doing my work day in the southern US. Thank you for always covering a wide variety of pageant systems and sharing constructive professional content. Thank you so much, Mercy. That means so much. That means a lot, because, as I was just saying, not just about reaction videos, but creating content overall, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it can be draining sometimes. But I always try to pick myself up and put a nice smile, a nice face, and give you guys the best that I possibly can. So if you appreciate it, you already made my day. One of them will win a car. Okay, Luis, what can you say about the top 5 of Wuling electric car? One of them will win a car. Chris Tiffany Jansen is glowing. She is beautiful and have more energy. Okay, Michael, I was not aware about the car thing. I didn't know that one of them will get the car, but if it is, then amazing. That's a great prize. And about Chris Tiffany, I was just in Cebu and I was actually talking to the people of Binibini Cebu, and one of the things that we talked about was how I think that she is really gaining momentum in the competition. When she began, in the beginning I was like, I don't know, like she's pretty and all, but I don't know. But the more that we get to see her in different activities, sponsor events, I think that she is really gaining momentum. So I'm very happy for her. Hi Luis, I'm happy that you're back with your live watching here in Mirdif, Dubai. Hello, Reels for Life. Thank you for watching. Dubai is one of my dream destinations, and perhaps I'm gonna be there this year. We'll see, but Dubai is on the list of places that I really want to visit. Mm, how much is your electric bill? Goes monthly in the Philippines? Honestly, it depends. It depends because sometimes I'm traveling and I'm not really home, so I don't, spend on the electricity. But on a month that I'm here all the time, my bill is like 4,000 pesos or something like that. 4,000, 5,000 pesos, depending on the usage. Is that a lot for Philippines? Let me know. How much do you guys pay for electricity? Paris Singh, hello Luis, namaste. Uh, this is Shubhanshu Singh Tomar, Louis from India. You inspire me through your journey, and I will be 18 this June. So I hope in the future we will meet to celebrate the victory when I will achieve big like you in male pageantry. Thank you so much, Paris. I hope so. Crossing fingers for you. Okay, just follow your dreams. Don't give up. Try your best, and just ask yourself how you can have an impact on those around you. Okay? Thank you for the support. Shivam Kumar is saying, you attended Miss World in India. Please tell me about the stage and all. You liked it or not? It's more beautiful than Miss Universe? Okay, so very good question, Shivam. First of all, I loved the show at Miss World. I thought that it was beautiful, it was cohesive, it was the perfect balance of pageantry and talent because they had so many performances. I don't think it's really fair to compare the stages of Miss World and Miss Universe because I think that the Miss World stage was bigger compared to the one for Miss Universe. However, the Miss Universe stage was more modern, more like I feel like futuristic looking, whereas the stage for Miss World was more traditional, and it was more like branded after Indian culture, since India was the host country that year. So it was completely different. I actually enjoyed both pageants very much. Um, so yeah, but I have to admit that Miss Universe had a little special spot in my heart. I thought that being my first Miss Universe in person, I was really looking forward to that. And Miss World was great, but it was hard to deal with the Miss World organization. It was very difficult to go back and forth with them because I was trying to secure a press pass and a lot of things. Miss Universe was a lot easier than Miss World. So I would say, if anything, that was the downfall of Miss World, not because of the show or the host country, but because of how difficult the team is. So that's a little bit of tea for you. Glenn is saying, hi Luis, are you open to having a relationship with a Filipino? Oh, who says I don't have already? Chart. Are you happy in the Philippines? I'm in Ontario for a vacation. Hi Rosario, I am very much happy in the Philippines, and I hope that you are happy in Ontario right now. Both are lovely places, of course, with their own differences, but to me right now, where I am in my life and the things that I want to be doing, the Philippines is the perfect place. So okay, Daniela is saying, I must say, when you started doing beauty pageant, I watched your first one. It was flawless and natural. Thank you, Daniela. I believe you're talking about Supranational. So I had a great time at Supranational. I was actually thinking about making a video about that for a new channel that I want to start. So basically, I had so much fun at Supra because I was really there representing myself. I didn't pretend to be someone that I was not. I didn't over strategize the whole thing. I enjoyed the experience. I made many, many friends, and I was very much happy with the outcome of it. So, you know, it was a win-win situation for me, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That was definitely the goal as well, to, inspire the people and to get myself out of the box. I didn't want to be a reactor or a pageant analyst or a commentator. I wanted to do something else, and I think that going for the pageant was the right decision. See, Bella is saying, "Hey, Luis, hi. When is Miss Universe Philippines?" Miss Universe Philippines will be on May 22nd, so we have a little bit over a month to go. Hope you can watch it. Paris is saying, we both were disappointed when Michelle didn't advance to the top 5. I was literally shocked and crying in the kitchen, telling my mom she deserves to advance, and if she would have advanced, she would win. I think so. That's consistently what I said. Michelle, after her performance, deserved a place in the top 5. After that, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't say anything, because the truth is, when you were there at Miss Universe, you would notice that Shanice is really standing out all throughout the competition. She's a great performer. The staff loves her. It's a Latin American country, so the people love her. The judges love her. Everyone loves Shanice. So I was not shocked to see her win. But I thought Michelle deserved a top 5 placement, at least. You get what I'm saying? Same thing for Shweta. I agree. Shweta, definitely one of the best performers of the entire batch, wasn't she? Different from everyone else. Okay, so do you have a Filipino hairstylist? Regular once a month, visit him to fix and trim your hair, or go randomly anywhere or everywhere, salon or barbershop? To be honest, I just go to what's the name of the barbershop here? Oh my god, blank memory now. I always go to Bruno's. I don't have a precise barber. I just go for whoever is available. I know that usually Bruno's has a very standard quality, so whoever you get, it's pretty good for the most part. And I go, I would say, normally every 2 weeks. Right now, I'm trying to grow my hair a little bit. That's why it's longer on the side, it's longer on top. But normally, every 2 weeks, I will go and get a trim. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna take a few more questions because I'm starting to be sleepy. It's almost midnight here. So maybe just a couple more questions. Hi, Zandi. Zandi is asking. Wait lang. Oh my god, there's so many questions. Hello, Luis. I'm an avid silent subscriber of yours. I have watched your video reactions of SB19 music video. Mind me to ask if you also know or want the music video of my sentimental fave, Jungkook. Okay, so Jerome, I actually love Jungkook as well, and for a while I was actually reacting to Korean to K-pop artists. I was actually reacting to them back in the day here on the channel, but I stopped doing reactions to K-pop because K-pop is heavily copyrighted. So you cannot react to anything, post anything without without basically getting blocked or getting a copyright strike. So I found that extremely frustrating. That's why I stopped doing the reactions on them. But I love them. Their music is amazing. They're great performers, great singers. So yeah, usually in the Philippines, it's a bit easier on the copyright. So that's why still from time to time I will post some reactions, but yeah, because those copyrights are bad for the channel, so I could get penalized. So I try to stay away from them as much as possible. So let's see. Did you eat lechon in Cebu? Yes, I did 3 times, and it was amazing. I love the lechon in Cebu. It's the absolute best. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take some questions from people that I haven't talked to just yet. Um, Sing is saying, I can see the Miss Universe Force for Good crown. Yes, I have a copy, I have a replica of the Force for Good crown right here. Uh, I had it here on the apartment when I moved. Which, by the way, I've never done a house tour, so maybe I should do a house tour sometime. Hi Luis, what's your primary reason for moving here in the Philippines? Do you still have work in Canada, which can be accessed while you are in Manila? Zandy, so initially I just came to the Philippines because I wanted to experience being here. For the longest time, I was making reaction videos to like Filipino music, Filipino artists, and then I got into pageants and so many things. So I thought it only makes sense for me to go and actually visit the Philippines. Initially, I was supposed to come here for 3 months, and then I came here. I loved it, so I stayed a little longer, and then I got the opportunity to join Supra. So I decided to stay even longer to train in the Philippines. And then after my pageant stint, I went back to Canada for a couple of months, and I felt like something was missing. I didn't feel like you know, that I had much to do in Canada. So I just resigned my job in Canada. I had a corporate job, resigned, and just came back to the Philippines. So here I am. No, I don't work in Canada anymore. I'm here in the Philippines. When Fitness Meets Faith by Ria Masi. Hi, Lois. Good to see you back in the Philippines, watching from Tennessee. When are you going to cover Miss Universe Philippines in depth? Or are you just covering the finals? Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much, Ria. Actually, in the next couple of days, you can expect more in-depth videos about Miss Universe Philippines. I've been traveling quite often. I mean, in the month of March, I had 3 international trips, so I was quite busy. And in the beginning of April, I was in Cebu for a couple of activities for Maria's homecoming. So it was hard to create content while at the same time doing all of those things. But now I'm home at least until the end of Miss Universe Philippines finals. So you can expect the content. Don't worry, I will cover extensively the pageant. And yes, you can also expect the finals coverage as well because I will vlog the whole experience. Are you seeing anyone now, Luis? Chismosa. Maybe, I don't know. Michelle was so good in the evening gown, but her swimsuit was not that good, like her hands movement. Even Antonia's performance was so much better in her nationals in ratio to her Miss Universe performance. Yeah, I mean, everyone has different opinions. I think that based on what I saw of Michelle's preparation, I think that Michelle, that's how she prepared basically. Even in the evening gown, you see like how she was making so many movements with the hands and stuff. I think it was all planned. That's why I thought she was deserving because it's not like random. She's just like doing Michelle. But I do agree that Antonia's performance during finals at Miss Universe was not quite the same as her performance during the finals of Miss Universe Thailand. I think she was stronger there. So yeah. Let's see. See Bella, you're a natural full of wisdom. I love you, Luis. I love you right back. Mwah. Hoy, Volts is asking, Luis, san ka sa Pasig? San ka sa Pasig? Nakaalis ka na pala sa Olive. Uy, nosebleed. Nosebleed? Luis, can you make a reaction on Talia's song? Which song? I don't do reaction to music so much anymore, but maybe if I really like the song, maybe I will. Chika lang. Magandang gabi sa'yo, Luis. Magandang gabi po. Okay. Any complaints about Philippines? Oh, hello, Miss Raquel. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Any complaints about the Philippines? Yes, I have a major complaint. Traffic. Traffic in the Philippines is like nowhere else. It's crazy. Next level, beyond. It gets the best of me. Yes, but it's okay. It's just one of the downsides. No place on earth is perfect, right? Z is asking, Luis, when was the last time you went back to Cuba? Do you still have immediate relatives in Cuba? God bless you. Thank you, Zay. God bless you too. And yes, the last time I went to Cuba was 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago. And yes, I have immediate relatives. My mom lives in Cuba. So my mom, my grandparents on my dad's side, I have some cousins and uncles and aunts who live in Cuba. So I have to go there. It was quite challenging after the pandemic. So, of course, it was hard to travel because of the restrictions. And then ever since I moved to the Philippines, it's pretty far. So it's not as easy to plan logistically. It's quite expensive also. So hopefully this year I'll go back because I miss my mom now. Luis, you're so handsome. Eme, ganda pala. Thank you, Clover. You're so kind. Miss Raquel, your Tagalog is great. Oh no, I still get nosebleed. But I understand a lot more now. I have to be honest. I understand a lot more. Bolt is saying, I'm asking if were you at in Pasig? You already live Olive Place? Yes, Bolt. I moved. I was living in the Olive Place for a couple of months, almost a year actually. But now I moved. I'm living in Ortigas, sa Pasig. Okay, I'm a Pasigueño now. Ortigueño. Uh, okay, I have no brother and friends, so I think God has sent you, and now you will always be with me. I will DM you on Instagram, and I know you will always be with me. Lots of love to you, all the best wishes. Thank you, Paris. Lots of love to you as well. Louis, do you mind telling me the brand of your eyeglasses? So this is... Okay. Okay, so this is... The brand is... It's Oliver Peoples. It's Oliver Peoples. Okay, so... I don't know if you guys remember, but I had this black glasses. What brand? I think they were like Tom Ford. And then I went to Miss International, and one of my friends set on my glasses because I removed them to take a photo. I put them on the chair. I went to take a photo, and then my friend set on my glasses. So I actually bought this new pair in Japan. I liked the transparent look. I didn't really check on the brand or anything because I'm not so much of a brand person, but I just liked the look of it. So I just went for them. We love you, Luis, as an honorary Filipino. Thank you. Salamat po. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Hi, Luis. Any plans of joining another international male pageant like Mr. International or Mr. World? To be honest, Shika, I'm not against it. I would actually love it because my first experience was amazing. But my one condition is I need to prepare in advance and I need to do it in my own terms. When I joined Supra, I loved it, but it was quite last minute. It was a lot to plan, a lot to, deal with. So I think it's something that I'm not willing to do anymore unless I'm really, really, really prepared. Physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, all of those things. But yeah, I would love maybe Mr. World. Who knows? Sibella, I thought it's Ray-Ban. It's actually, I bought this in Mikimoto, Paris Miki, something like that. They also have that sunglass store here in Manila. I've seen it at Podium. So if you go to Podium, they have the same store I'm pretty sure you can get the same ones. So, grabe, they need to sponsor me now. I'm promoting their products, Char. Okay, everyone. So I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. It's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching up until now. If you're still here, go ahead and drop a like on the video before you go, because it's my first time trying this vertical format for the live stream. So go ahead and drop a like. Thank you guys for watching and just like sending me your questions and everything. I will. Hi Bella. Oi, you're in Dubai. Diba? True. It's okay. Maybe you can buy it online. Check their online store. Oh. What do you think? Things in common both Cuba and Philippines. By the way, you speak good Tagalog now. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's a lot of similarities and differences between Cuba and the Philippines, and I'm actually working on a video about that. So I'm not gonna tell you here, but keep an eye on the channel because I will post about it very soon. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead, drop a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed, follow, and I will see you guys on the next one. This year I have first time heard about Mr. Universe, a very new pageant in Mr. Ecuador and Mr. Malaysia. I participated. Yes, they're my batchmates. So I'm excited for them. I will definitely be rooting for them. So, thank you guys. See you soon. I promise I will go live more often. Bye now.